Hello, and welcome to this brief Irma update. Um, this is a satellite image of it. Last night and this morning went over the Keys and did some very serious damage there. We actually just don't know how bad things are in the Keys because let's first just get started with the strength of the storms. Back up to a Category 4, maximum sustained winds 130 miles an hour, gusts well over that. I think it's 155. Its movement is north at 9 miles an hour. And from what we do know about the Keys, there's no power there. Their transmission line that serves the Keys, which is called the tie line, went down last night, and they have not been able to re-energize it. So all of the Keys without power. I don't know what's going on because I was listening to US One radio, and they just went out. So I don't know what's going on with the Keys, but we have no idea. I'm praying for those people. Anyway, Irma is tracking along the west coast of Florida right now, and it is going to impact the west coast. Naples, that's going to get the worst of it. However, Miami and the east coast is still getting hit very hard because, remember, this is a large storm. This is a large storm that takes over all of Florida, pretty much, and pretty much every area is going to experience hurricane conditions. Let's take a look at the radar right now. Alright, this is the radar out of Miami. Alright, I don't have any information for wind gusts because all the airports, if we go to look at them, if we go to try to click on an airport here, get a forecast, get an observation, we can't. It just says NA. So they all went down due to either lack of power or instrument damage. So let's get back to the radar. Alright, so the radar will show you a little more about. This is the real intense part of the eye wall. This is going to be affecting Naples and the west coast. This is probably going to get the worst, aside from the Keys, of on the mainland at least, the worst of this hurricane. But that does not mean Miami. Miami is getting slammed. Its downtown is starting to go underwater because this is a northeast semicircle. So the wind is going to be blowing the water in, and that's exactly what's happening. And the water is starting to come into Miami now. So, and we also have lots of rain, and this storm is taking its time moving. So this is just a really really going to be one of the worst hurricanes Florida's ever seen, and one of the worst hurricanes Miami ever seen. You got to remember that Andrew was so small, the worst part missed Miami. But this is a big storm, so a lot of it is going to wind up hitting Miami, and Miami is going to experience a lot of problems as a result of that. As far as power outages go, let's just take a look at that. I don't want to make this a long update. So let's go look at power outages here, and we'll see what we got. All right, go over here to see FPL. I'm not even going to go to the Keys because the Keys is all out already. Take a look at Miami. Now, downtown still has power, but you can see a majority of their customers are out. 726,610. So a majority of customers are out. The transmission system cannot even withstand this type of storm, so it's going to go down as well. Let's take a look at Broward County. We have about half the customers out there. So there, and in this area, Naples, not too many outages yet, but they're going to get it when that eye wall comes in, an inner eye wall. But that doesn't mean, it's like there's almost two eye walls, an inner and an outer, and Miami's going to get this number. I expect this number to grow. I think that most people, 90% of people, are probably going to lose power from this storm. So that is it for this update. I will go back to the satellite image one more time, and that is it for this update. Wish it could be longer, but I am very tired. I took a very long hike yesterday. So that is it. I pray for Florida. And at least the worst, the eye is not going right over Miami, but it's still a very bad track. Maybe not the worst possible track, but is very bad, and we still got a ways to go. The storm's got to make its way up north and do more damage up there. And I know what it was like to be without power after Sandy, and it really sucked. And it's gonna be like that for a lot of people in Florida. And Florida is very hot and humid, so it's not gonna be pleasant for them. Anyway, take care.